Good evening. For the 1,000 subscribers that I have actually received or gotten, I don't know exactly what to call them, for the 1,000 subscribers that I now have, I did do a Q&A, got a bunch of people who had asked me questions, and I'm going to go ahead and answer those for you now. The first one actually has to do with the subscribers. One person asked, if you get 1,000 subscribers at this rate, at the rate you're going, at this rate, you're going to get there by tomorrow. Yeah. What I'll say is, and there were other people who were also commenting, like someone had commented that they first commented when I only had 667 and whatnot. I've been doing double takes, so you guys doing double takes, that doesn't surprise me at all. Like, I'm still baffled. I'm still completely and utterly flabbergasted that I've gotten so many subscribers so quickly, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I mean, it's really encouraging to me. I mean, I didn't think that I was gonna do all that well on YouTube, and now I've got 1,000 subscribers already, and I'm like, oh cool, I'm gonna be able to do the Q&A. Finished off one of my videos, I looked again, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got even more now. I'm doing double takes all the time, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I'm so happy that you guys enjoy what I'm creating, because I love being creative, and I'll actually get to that in a little bit later on. But yeah, I wanted to comment on that first, because there were a couple people who mentioned, like, if you get to 1,000 subscribers. But I like being realistic, I guess, to a degree. I don't want to make it seem like I'm cocky or something, because I'm really not. I mean, I didn't think I was going to reach 1,000 subscribers, honestly. I mean, at least not by now, at the very least. I mean, maybe a year or two from now, maybe, but holy cow. Anyway, I'll move on before I start gushing about that some more. Another person asked, where are you from? Well, I'm from the United States, if the accent didn't give that away. I suppose I could be from Canada, but either way, I'm from the United States, more specifically from Wisconsin. So I'm in the frozen tundra right now. It's got snow still outside, even though we've got a heat wave. I think it was like 50 out, I think, the other day, so woohoo! So the snow is somewhat melting, but it's still all over the ground. And I also live out in the sticks, to get a little bit more specific, because they just said, where are you from? I live on the edge of a forest preserve, so we get like deer, and I think we saw a couple fox out there. I think we've even got actually, I suppose I'll mention, because we've got like a whole bunch of different varmints out there, like groundhogs and squirrels and birds and stuff like that. Mice all over the place. We got mice inside of the place here, and like I said, they climb around inside the ceiling and go around inside my room. I had one of them almost jump up on top of me. But I was going to say that we also have turkeys out, wild turkeys. At one point in time, we had 38 of them, I think. Basically almost 40 turkeys in the back. So it was pretty cool. Will you do videos with subscribers? I'd love to participate if you do. Well, I've actually already done a few videos with subscribers in it. I probably will do them in the future as well, because I've got a bunch of my subscribers on my... well, not a bunch. I mean, I suppose a small fraction in comparison to the 1,000 that I have now, which I still can't get over that. Sorry. But yeah, I have done some videos with subscribers. Unfortunately, with my PlayStation 4, I still can't record audio. I've tried so many different things. I think the only way I'd be able to get it to work is if I broadcast my audio to like Twitch or to YouTube directly. Then I'd be able to have the audio recorded. And I think that would probably be the best way to do it. Unfortunately, because I live in the middle of nowhere, like I mentioned a moment ago, my internet is kind of for crap. It's very difficult for me to get like any kind of stream at all. And if it is a stream, it's going to be not HD, and then it'll even get grainy sometimes. I'd be surprised if I could get HD. I might test it again, because we did get a new modem router combo that might help with that a little bit, but we'll have to see, I guess. But yeah, I probably will be doing that in the future. And if I do, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll see who gets to participate. Carlos, you asked me something specifically, and I'm going to fess up. I'm going to man up here. I can't remember what you asked me. You said, "Random, what do you think of the idea I sent you for a video?" If you sent it to me on my PlayStation Network, because I do know that you're one of my PlayStation PSN friends, I'll look on there and be able to remind myself. If you sent it to me here in the comments, go ahead and send me a message on PSN, and I'll make sure to double check on that. Then I'll actually give you a solid answer on that. And I do apologize that I forgot to do that. I've just been dealing with so many comments and trying to do so much stuff so quickly that I kind of got lost in the mix. Unfortunately, I apologize. But and again, with my dyslexia, it also makes it a little bit more difficult for me to do the comments. So that's why I don't know, you guys might be like, oh, it's only comments. What's the big deal? 20 comments, so what? But it takes me a while to get through them. So I apologize if it takes me a while to respond to you guys, but I'm still trying to respond to everybody if I can. Next, I had a couple comments about my hair. One was, why is your hair so amazing? Well, one, I don't know if I'd actually call my hair amazing. I'd pretty much say genetics, I guess, would be the reason why you'd think it's any type of awesomeness, I guess, or amazing. I don't know. What I'd say is it's all hereditary, and that kind of cuts both ways. Like I had very thin hair. It's been thin my entire life, and now it's thinning out too, which I'm kind of a little upset about. So one of these days you might come on here and find me shaved, like my head shaved or something. But I like my hair this way. I like my hair this long because I like the way it looks. I can cut my own hair. You don't know how much money that saved me on going to the haircut place, the stylist, whatever you want to call it, the salon, hair salon. I've saved so much money on that. I can't remember the last time I paid for a haircut. And so, yeah, I mean, it really, I think it suits me, for now anyway. And it saves me money. So good all the way around, right? Oh, and then also someone commented on my hair and nails. And is there a reason for it? Oh, that was actually the question I was thinking of. So I was jumping ahead. I do that sometimes. I apologize. But the reason for the long hair is, again, because I like it. I went to a school where they had some guidelines for the guys that couldn't have long hair. So when I graduated, I grew my hair out, and I was like, hey, I like this. The nails, on the other hand, I've actually got a couple different reasons. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, and I'm not going to shove them into the camera, but they're very arched. They arch away from my finger, and they also cut into the finger as well. And I found, if I cut them down where everyone else cuts them down to, then, down to the nail well, then they actually dig into my skin, and they get irritated and turn red and puff up, and sometimes they have, blisters that pus and ooze, and it's not fun. And I found that if I let them grow out past the skin, then that stops almost altogether. So the issue with that is then it looks like I haven't clipped my fingernails in a month and I'm being unkempt or something, which I suppose that's not too entirely bad. But either way, since that's not the look I wanted to go for, I actually added the tips on them because it lets people know that I have them that way for a reason. It also, they look more artistic, I would say. They look artsy, and I'm kind of an artsy person, which I'll get to in a moment as well. And they also make really good tools. I was surprised at how many different ways I could use them, like cutting open tape on a box, opening up DVD cases or BD cases, being able to pick up hot things with them. They're very strong as well. They don't move. They're very thick. So I'm able to grow them out that long and not have to worry about them breaking. So that's the main couple reasons why I have long fingernails. Next question was, any siblings? Yes, I've got quite a few. I have 2 by blood. I have 2 sisters by blood. And then I have 4 siblings by marriage. So I've got 6 siblings. Let's see here, 1 brother and 5 sisters. Yes. So yes, I have quite a few siblings. We're a large family. This was an interesting question. Will you find someone who can help me? I'm assuming the question was for Dying Light. Now, this is an odd question, I find, because you're asking me to go through the comments, read through the comments, read your comment, go through the comments, read through the comments, find the people who might be able to help you on PlayStation or Xbox, whichever the case may be. Then find your comment again, type out a response to your comment, and then send it to you, and then you get to read it. You know how much time that's going to take? Cut out the middleman. Read through the comments yourself. You'll be able to find a lot of people in there who are not only looking for help, but they're also offering help. And I really want to say I appreciate every single one of you who has offered to help, even just one person, because that's the kind of community in the comments that I want for my channel. People to want to help other people. I know there's going to be some bad eggs out there. That's fine. I understand. But I want more and more people to be out there helping people. So again, for me to find someone to help you, I suppose I could do that. But again, when you see this video, just go ahead and read through all the comments of any video that has to do with legend level ups and whatnot, and you should be able to find an ample amount of people who are in the same boat as you, who are willing to help you out. I want you to help each other, essentially, is what I'm getting at. So, what's your opinion on the following? And they also said they love the vids. Thank you, I appreciate that. Any compliments I get, I'm always well, I don't know if I'm necessarily taken off guard by it, but it's always encouraging to receive compliments like that, and comments like saying, hey, I like your content. I really appreciate that. Don't feel obligated to. I mean, if you're like, meh, I kind of like your content, don't worry about it. But what's my opinion on the following? Well, I haven't finished the following still because I've been busy doing other things, other videos and whatnot. But I'll give you my opinion of it so far. I think it's really fun, especially for something that I don't think that they were actually planning on developing, or they weren't planning on using, or they weren't planning on making, I guess Techland wasn't. And for them to create such a large place and add the dune buggies and such, that's really awesome work. So I give Techland a big thumbs up for that one. There are issues in it, I'll say that much. You know, there's like holes in the map and whatnot. But hey, you know what? Give them a break. They did a really phenomenal job bringing this out so quickly. And the dune buggies are probably, I've had more fun with those than I think almost anything in Dying Light. Well, other than the free running, of course. But yeah, all like the new weapons and such. The story I haven't completed yet, but the story I found so far, I've liked to a degree. You know, there are memorable characters in it and whatnot. So overall, I think it's definitely positive. I might be able to give you a better idea of what I fully think of it when I actually complete everything or complete it. But yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. Going with the following, can you start doing secret locations for Dying Light, like buggy paint jobs, bobbleheads, charms, and tier 6 buggy parts? Now, where I think that would probably garner me views and such, which is always a positive thing. Presently, I don't know where they all are myself, so I would simply be looking up a guide and then making a video, like my own video of me going and picking them up. So presently, I don't know if I see a reason to do that, because I'm sure YouTube and the web is already saturated with a bunch of them. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd almost feel kind of bad-ish, I guess, for going in and making my own video to try and gain views over my way, type thing. But I might if I run out of ideas or things to do, I might go ahead and do that, and see what I can make of it. But for now, I'll say tentative no, but I might do that in the future. The last question I had was, what does the sexy outro mean? And there was also someone else who said, I have been dying to know where it is always evening. Well, here. If you're dying to know where it's always evening, I suppose it might be in some kind of a synchronous orbit behind Jupiter, and you always stay behind the sun, but I don't know if that's actually possible. But either way, that might be a way to do it. Nowhere on Earth is it always evening. Let me give you the reason or the story behind my little intro and outro that I made. When I started on YouTube, and you can probably go back and see my really old videos where I was just using like my phone in order to record things and not like a PVR or, a computer or whatnot, or my PlayStation 4. I would start with, hi guys, or hey guys, or something like that. And then I watched a couple people on YouTube, like just, smaller people, and they would start with that as well. I'm like, well, I don't want to seem like I'm copying other people. So what can I say that might differentiate me? I'm like, well, I'm more of a night owl. I stay up at night and get up late or get up late in the morning or afternoon or whatnot. So I'm like, well, I'm typically up in the evening, so why not good evening? And I think I was also thinking of like Dracula, like good evening, but something along those lines. That's how it started. And I'm like, well, how can I stop? I'm like, how can I end it? What's my outro? And I'm like, well, what if someone's not watching it and it's like not evening there? What if they're watching and it's not evening? Or what if they're watching and it's morning or it's afternoon or something? I'm like, well, maybe I could just tell them that it's evening where I am all the time. I suppose that could work. So that's kind of where it came from. It's good evening, and just remember, if it wasn't evening when you watch this, it's always evening where I am, so that no one can complain about the intro. I fixed it with the outro. So, I don't know. That was a kind of a long way of explaining that, but I guess one last thing I want to mention really quickly, because I don't want to make this video too long. It's already maybe a little bit too long already. Sorry. But there's a little bit of a bonus section about me. I'm kind of an artistic person. I like getting enveloped in my passions. And creating videos is kind of a way of me to do that. Being creative in how I play video games is another way to do that. That's one of the reasons why I find myself not taking care of myself, when I'm trying to do this and whatnot. It's because I get so enveloped that I forget to drink, or I forget to eat. Like I haven't eaten today. I completely forgot to eat today because, well, one of the things I just recorded and edited a Division video, which I'm sorry about the audio. I couldn't fix it, and it was using some settings that I wasn't completely sure on. So I apologize for that. But also my lips are very dry because I haven't been drinking enough lately. So you'll probably see me going like, in the video. So I apologize for that. But I wanted to mention that because that's one of the reasons why you guys might go like, why is he saying that it's so hard? What's wrong? Why isn't he taking care of himself? It's because I get so enveloped doing it that I just keep on wanting to do it, and I look away and I'm like, oh my gosh, where'd that 4 hours go? So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Thank you so much for all the questions. I hope you guys learned a little bit about me, and hopefully at least some of it was interesting. And just remember, if it wasn't evening when you watched this, it's always evening where I am.